Okay guys, welcome back. Today we are taking a look at what is in my camera backpack. So I did kind of a video on sort of the camera gear I use. However, over the past couple months, that's actually changed quite a lot. And I actually picked up this new camera bag as well. So I thought, why not just go ahead and show you guys my camera bag, how I have everything laid out and set up. And yeah, just all the gear I carry with me pretty much for a shoot or whenever I'm filming a YouTube video. So in terms of the bag I'm using, is this guy right here. This is made by a brand called Wen, and I picked it up on Amazon. So I don't know if it's a reputable brand, but honestly, it got really good reviews, and I like the style of it. It had quite a rustic look with all these brown leather buckles, and it's a gray slate bag, and I really liked all the internals. I liked all the pockets, and it was only £50, which is about $60. So it was a pretty good price to spend. I didn't want to spend too much, and I can say I'm very pleased with it, honestly. I really do like this bag, so I would recommend it. I'll leave a link down below in case you guys want to pick it up. So on the side here, this is a spot for your tripod. So my tripod's a little bit too big. I can't actually fit it in here, and so I'm using a Joby GorillaPod. This is a very versatile tool. It can pretty much turn any object into a tripod for your camera because it can wrap around anything like a fence, a tree, a lamppost, any sort of thing you can grab onto. You can pretty much wrap this around, and it's pretty secure, and there's a ball head mount as well, so you can go ahead and reposition it to get your camera in the right angle. I pretty much always bring this with me. It's super cool. And then if I do need to bring a tripod with me, I'll often just carry it because it's manageable. It's definitely not huge, but it just doesn't really fit in here because the bag is pretty small. It's not very tall. And then taking a look on the front, this is a really nice magnetic clasp pocket, and I usually just keep things I need to quickly access in here. So if it's any sort of forms or letters or a passport or something. And then right now I have my Pixel in here, so this is pretty much just a work phone for me. Anything small I would throw in here, like a pen, maybe a little notebook, anything like that. Even when I'm using my camera, I might put in some of the lens caps just in the front here until I'm done, and then I pull them out, put them back on my lenses. So yeah. And then up top here, this is actually one of the main compartments. So up here I keep my drone. So even though it's magnetic, there's also a zip, so it's extra secure. And then there's a little net pocket up here, so I can maybe put some SD cards or some ND filters or just some little finicky thing that I don't want to lose. And then in the main compartment here, I actually have my drone. So this is the DJI Air2S. I love this drone. You'll have seen it before, without a doubt, if you watch my channel, because I talk about it quite a bit. It's so awesome, and it's pretty small. It's not as small as the Mini, but this is a really great pocket. It just fits perfectly in there. So if I just need to quickly access my drone, open this, pull it out, and I'm good to go. Now you may be thinking, where's the main pocket? Well, this here is also the main pocket. So there's a zip here, and then it opens up like a little doorway. And this is all my gear. So this is all my camera gear, where I keep my microphone, my controller for my drone, any sort of little accessory or batteries or anything like that. I put it all in here. So I really do like the design of this bag. All these little individual component parts are removable. So these foam walls, they come out and you can reorganize them into any way you'd like. So if you want a different way to how I have it, you can go ahead and easily do that. So in this first pocket here, I actually have this really beautiful ND filter. It's made by Canon Rf. It's a 77mm variable ND filter, and it comes in this nice case to protect it if I can open it up. There we go. So it's just like that. It has a blue tint to it, but it's super premium. Honestly works great. It's adjustable, so you can go ahead and spin this front part, make it darker, make it lighter. Really like this thing. I've been meaning to pick up an ND filter for a while, so I finally actually did, which is good. So I just keep that in here. And then also in here right now, I actually have this little camera here, which is sort of an FPV camera. You can mount it on your chest, and it's an Insta360 Go 2. I did a dedicated video on my tech channel, so if you want to go ahead and check that out, I will leave a card, and there'll be a link in the description as well. But it looks like a pair of AirPods, super small and compact, and you can just pull it out. Super small camera. You can mount it in some crazy places, get some pretty awesome shots, and yeah, it has a little tripod built into it. Super cool. Really nice if I want to record some FPV of me doing photography. That is what I use. And then in this compartment here, this is actually my 50mm lens. So it's actually super small, as you can see, but it is the RF 1.8. So there it is. I did a full dedicated video on this as well, so if you want to check that out, I will also leave a card or a link in the description. But I love this lens. It gives you such great depth, and the bokeh is unbelievable. It's just so crispy and fun to shoot with. If you want to shoot some products or, I don't know, shoot some people, this is such a great lens for the price. It's about 180 pounds, I think, $200, and it's just unbelievable. I picked it up for less than that actually because I got it secondhand, but it's really good condition. And I really couldn't fault it. It's a great lens for the price. And then in this pocket here, I have this right here, which is the baby RØDE microphone, which is the VideoMic Go 2. Love this microphone for vlogging, or really if I'm doing voiceovers and I quickly just need to plug in a USB microphone, then it's super handy because my main microphone is XLR and it can be a hassle with the interface. And honestly, this sounds almost just as good. So I really like this for the price as well. Super great portable microphone. And then underneath that, just have my drone controller. So this thing's massive, but required to fly my drone, obviously. And yeah, it's just a drone controller, so there's not much else to say about that. And then in this big compartment here, this is where I normally keep my camera, which I'm filming on right now, so I can't really show you. But I have the Panasonic GH4 in its place. So this is pretty much just sort of a B camera. I use this for if I need to film my camera I'm showing off. So if I'm doing a video on the R6, then I need a camera to film the R6. I usually use the GH4. It's capable of Cinema 4K, really great resolution, but it's micro four thirds, so you're getting 2x crop, which is really hard to work with, honestly, especially in such a small room. So I do find that to be problematic, but this is the camera I used before the Canon R6, and yeah, it's definitely not a bad camera. You can probably pick it up super cheap secondhand, and it's definitely perfectly viable for becoming a YouTuber, without doubt. But yeah, the main camera I do use is the Canon R6, and the main lens I use is the 17 to 40mm. So I did a full dedicated video on that lens. It's great for vlogging. It's great for if you're doing sort of photography inside rooms or inside some closed up environment, because it does give you that really wide field of view. And even in circumstances like this, you know, I wouldn't be able to film this on any sort of 24mm lens. It would be way too close. And so I need the wide angle lens so you can see me and all the things around me. And I don't have much space to move the camera further away. So it's super, super handy to have that really, really wide field of view. But I absolutely love my Canon R6. This is the best camera I've ever had, for sure. It's a full frame camera, 20 megapixel photos, but the photos are unbelievable. The autofocus is incredible. There's a lot of software updates as well, so a lot of bugs and overheating issues. They've been sort of fixed and ironed out, so really I don't really have many problems with this camera. It does go through batteries quite a lot, and so that's why I do keep a couple of batteries in here in this little net section, along with some spare drone blades. That's just because it burns through them so quickly. I don't really know why, but if you're recording 4K 60, this camera does get a little bit warm, but I haven't found it to stop recording or any problems. I do live in a cold country, so, you know, maybe if you're in like a warm environment, then it would. But for me, it's been an absolute pleasure to use this camera. Like, I really, really do love it. Something super cool I love about this backpack is you don't actually have to open this main compartment if you want to gain access to your camera. So there's actually a little side pocket here. And if you unzip this, you can actually go ahead and grab your camera out of this side pocket. So super great if you have your camera on your bag, you just want to quickly, you know, pull out the camera. You can go ahead and easily unzip this, grab your camera, and off you go, start shooting. You don't need to open up your whole bag and take it off, put it on the floor. So that's one of the main reasons I got this. Also because there's a net section here, so if you wanted, you could keep batteries, so they're really easy to access, or SD cards, ND filters, anything you want. So I just love the flexibility of this bag, honestly. Like, it's really, really cool, honestly. I just love it. What do you guys think? You know, I wasn't sure about the rustic sort of vibe it had, and it did seem a bit, you know, creased, but I actually quite like it. I dig it like a lot now. Oh, and also something kind of crazy is, I didn't know, right? But this bag actually has a laptop compartment. I was thinking this bag's so great. It would be a little bit better if it had a laptop compartment so I can bring it to like class and stuff and put my laptop in it and my notebook. But then I realized it actually does have one. I was rocking this thing for 2 days. I didn't even know. It's so hidden, right? So you just unzip the side here. And as you can see, I've got my MacBook in here. It's a 15-inch MacBook. So like, it's really capable, the amount of space you get in here. And I also have my iPad in there as well. So yeah, this is great. Even if you want to use it as a school bag or a tech bag, yeah, it just has everything that I could possibly want. I actually almost forgot, this is the tripod I use. It's a KNF tripod, and I did a video showing how to get top-down videos using this tripod if you want to see some more sort of information on it from me. But it's actually pretty good because this has a 90-degree bendable neck, so you can go ahead and actually film top downs, or if you want to get close up to something without the legs getting in the way, it can be perfect, the fact that this thing comes out at a 90-degree angle and you have this kind of pull, so you can get really nice and close to things. And it is quite a big tripod, honestly, to carry around with you, but it's really nice materials, really nice quality, and I really couldn't fault it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my photography backpack. That's all the kit that I pretty much carry around with me at all times. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to comment down below as well as like the video, because it really does help me out, guys. Honestly, like, I'm trying super hard at this channel and I really want it to work out. So if you guys could support me, that would be much, much appreciated. But I will see you guys later. Peace.